Hey friends, Gina here. Welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. We are excited to go over with you today two of the offerings from UppaBaby. What I have here in the light gray is going to be the Mesa version 2, and in the darker blue here we have the Mesa Max. I would also preface this video by saying that this is going to be one geared at my American audience. Why is that? This seat right here is not available in Canada. We'll get into that a little bit more when we do a separate installation video of these being installed in the car. But currently right now we're just focusing on the differences between the products and the bases. So one thing that's very special about this brand is that they offer 2 infant car seats with 2 separate bases, and these bases are not interchangeable. So if you buy a Mesa Max, you will get a Mesa Max base. If you wanted an additional base, you would have to buy one that is for Mesa Max. You could not buy the Mesa version 2 base and expect this car seat to click onto that. That won't work. The bases are specific to the products. One base is included with each one when you buy them. And then we will get into the specific differences right now. So both of these seats will hold children that are 4 pounds up to 35 pounds in weight and 32 inches in length. So 35-pound weight limit is pretty big. Most average 1-year-olds are going to be about 22 pounds. So either one of these should take you through that first year pretty easily. Another thing that you'll see is they both include infant inserts. So these are removed after the child goes past 11 pounds. And what you will notice is that they are very, very similar in terms of how they look. I will say it seems to me the one on the Mesa version 2 is a little bit bigger. The one on the Mesa Max seems to have a little bit more contoured side wing. Not that it matters, but just differences. Also, on the seats themselves, you'll notice the Mesa version 2 has a more prominent button to push to loosen the shoulder belt harness. Whereas on the Mesa Max, there's a tab which is located here. Still very clear, but it's not necessarily maybe as explicit as a button. Other nice features of both seats. Both of these guys have what is referred to as a no rethread harness, which means that when we adjust the headrest up or down on either one, the shoulder strap will travel with the headrest. So that is a very nice feature. On Mesa Max, instead of having a piece to pull while I have this coming up and down, I'm just able to lift it up and down. So that is a new feature on this guy that is cool, very exciting for this newer product. Additionally, both seats will work with the bases with either seatbelt or latch installation. If you're looking at the seats themselves, they both will install with a seatbelt only. So for Uber or taxi or emergency, we're able to put either one of these units into a car without the base and utilize the seatbelt to buckle them in all the way. The other exciting feature about both of these guys is that they now offer European belt routing method, and they both have a position with their handle when they're in the car for a seatbelt install that adds their handle as an anti-rebound feature. So this is a really nice improvement versus the old model that they had of the original Mesa. Now, a million years ago, the original Mesa actually did have European belt routing method, but they got rid of it. I'm not really sure why. It makes the seat considerably safer. So we're thrilled to see that added back into these products. I definitely think it's a must for the seats in these price points. Now, Mesa Max, this is Mesa Max. Mesa V2, as you can see, has my favorite convenience feature, which is little pockets or places to put our buckles so that this will hold the harness away from the child's body when we're taking the baby in and out of the seat. For whatever reason, it's not included as far as I can tell on the Mesa Max model. I'm not really sure why. I should also address the various price points of these two products. This always changes, but currently the Mesa version 2 is going to be $329. And sir, how much is Mesa Max? So the Mesa Max is going to be $399 to $429 depending on which model you pick. They do offer some with wool interior, which is what you see here. Wool is inherently flame retardant. So for some customers, they really like that feature. And that would make this model be slightly more expensive than the $399 version, which will come in probably just a jersey. Now, that being said, another thing I noticed between the two seats is that it feels to me like this portion has a longer leg component, but they would both hold the same length of child. And when this is installed in the car, there's actually more space for the legs. It's just not really visible on the seat shell. So that was sort of interesting. Additionally, canopy size. Mesa Max definitely has a larger canopy than Mesa version 2. So if you have a child with fair skin or you would want one with a longer canopy, that's going to be Mesa Max versus Mesa version 2. Also, both of these seats have done a nice job with creating enough room for a parent's arm to fit underneath and carry. The original Mesa definitely struggled with that. So all in all, both are nice options from UppaBaby. Both will work with the UppaBaby strollers without the purchase of additional adapters unless you're using the Ridge or the Minu. So for the Vista and the Cruise, these will click on without any additional purchase. If you were going to use a Ridge or a Minu, you would need to buy specific adapters for these products to click onto them. I'm trying to think of anything else that's super critical to cover in this portion of our video, but I think most everything else will be saved for the installation video. If you have any additional questions or comments on these products, please feel free to leave them in the comment section and hit like and subscribe so that you can see the installation video, as well as lots of other videos that we make about reviewing these baby products. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you at our next video.